Sup, stream? It's Otis. This is a terrible, horrible, awful matchup for Rob, but maybe it isn't because, you know, that one time where Rob beat Captain Zack this weekend. I genuinely have no idea what Rob really is even looking for in this matchup, just because Bayo's everything beats most of what he does. It's kind of an unfortunate problem playing this character. Although, Gyro is pretty good. Gyro's a projectile, but it acts more like... It's a good disjoint for beating out Bayo, because she has decent disjoint, but she doesn't have like a sword. But she can do that. This is... maybe... not bad. Rob doesn't have too hard of a time racking up damage on Bayo, because with all the projectiles he's bound to. It can be difficult to grab her, though. And then he has 150-50, but... Ezra makes it work. And the taunt. Feeling himself. Just glad he could do anything in this horrible matchup, probably. Oh boy. Bayo's dare is extremely strong. Doesn't kill you at 20, but it certainly looks like it does. Oh, that was creative. That's one thing I like seeing from Ezra and Kuda's Robs. Or, yeah, Kuda. They're both very creative in a lot of their setups. They go for a lot of options like even just something as simple as using Rob Bear to cover the ledge or comboing it in Nair. Because Rob is the kind of character where it's really easy to fall into a formula and then just not mix it up at all. But he definitely has a little bit he can do that people don't. This is big. That's a good opening. That's a really good opening. Looks like Ezra taunted again. Definitely feeling himself. I don't blame him. This is a horrible matchup. Not as horrible as people probably make it out to be, but still really bad. Otis with the switch. Perhaps the surprise of no one. Okay, this is... Otis knows Rob. He knows that the one matchup worse than Bayo is ZSS. Because you can just kind of do Bayo things, except you don't get punished when you land. Which is really kind of insane, because Rob relies a ton on punishing landings. That's basically where he gets most of his openings, through gyro and grab. So if you can keep him in the air forever, then he can't punish your landings. And if you just have really hard to punish landings, like if you're ZSS or Sheik, then he struggles way more. Good opening. 2 dash attacks. Not really like... Not a whole lot of damage and not super guaranteed either, but... Rob has so few options, it's functionally the same. That's a safe nair. You can't really mess with that unless you preemptively try to hit it. And if you try to preemptively hit it, bad things. Oh my goodness. This is the rudest set. Oh boy, this is big. As soon as Rob starts getting sent into tumble, this goes from a hard matchup to borderline impossible. Because once Rob's in tumble, he's in hit stun for forever. Good roll. Oh, that was a hard call out. That was it. That was smart. I think the balloon helped him there. Sometimes it's hard to tell if a balloon's interaction is actually helpful or not because it can slow you down if the opponent doesn't also get hit. But then it just makes the hit lag longer too, so it can be easier to hit sometimes. Ooh, this item play. You can tell that Otis is familiar with using gyro. And it translates especially well to a character that can actually move around on the ground. Oof, that was... Had he gotten the spike, would have certainly killed. Yeah, that's the thing. Rob falls into the combo, but he can't really do anything to punish ZSS because he's just not fast enough. Oof. Otis wins, 2-1. Otis confirmed tier horror, but we knew that already.